What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time we were investigating the embassy crime scene. We noticed that the missing blade... hold on a minute. Let me think. No, the scabbard on the wall had the missing blade, which fits perfectly with the murder weapon. We also spoke with Larry, who bent his spear, because it's hollow at the point. And Wendy Oldbag is the pink princess. She came in and she's filling in for the previous princess who fell ill. Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog as you requested. Good work. You may leave now, officer. This dog. I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagarasu. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. You're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. This is the same dog that was in one of the original 3 games. I remember, because I remember that picture specifically. Because I took a picture, and I put it on Reddit with a joke about something, and it got downvoted to hell in like 2 minutes. It was very depressing. But yes, this dog is burned into my brain. But I don't remember from what. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think its name is... Missile. Oh yeah, there was also that connection between Missile, the Pomeranian, in Ghost Trick. Interesting. It can't be a coincidence that they named the dogs the same thing. Also, given the fact that the creators are the same. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go! Boo-boo-boo. Boo-boo-boo. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo. Good dog, you really are quite right, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? Ooh, ew. No, bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. Well, that's obvious. That's when Larry was caught in the chimney, right? It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. And what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. I somehow doubt that. Ugh. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these 2 items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Well, it was in the chimney. But what would Larry be doing with the woman's undershirt? He was naked up there, wasn't he? Hold on, let's present first, so I don't forget. So first, let's start with... Oh, the dog's gone. Let's go with the undershirt. Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Francie. Oh, in that case, allow me to help you sear my form into you for all eternity. Ooh, whippity whip! Trip! Whatever the hell that means. Oh, he tripped. Now, this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. Well, that didn't help at all, did it? Oh, but the handwriting on the letter is the same as the autograph, isn't it? The exact same thing. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we'll go back and just talk about these things then. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Loris Donum now? That's Dunim! Loris Dunim! Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Loris business. Larice. Besides, when Bangelina left me and my heart in pieces, That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. You know, I bet that in the letter, the autograph that says Wendy, I bet he actually meant to put Mindy. And I figured I could, through this Steel Samurai outfit. Ugh. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I knew you'd know what I meant. That's why he was in the chimney. He was trying to descend upon Mindy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. But we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy! How can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind. So, I guess you know what I did. Right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you'll tell me what exactly you did, Larry. Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more! Confess, now! Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus! Santa Claus. I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there, there was smoke pouring out the chimney. And? Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Ah, crud. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man, what's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it will be the Idis of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No! Wait a sec, we're not in court. But now we have the two pieces of logic to combine the fact that he was trying to go down into Wendy's room. The lit fireplace and the smoke. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that? Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Shocked! Foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me? I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Well, that's easy. Let's go with the logic. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of facts, is it not? Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof? There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? I see. So what you are proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Oh. That's interesting. Precisely. We need more logic. What do we do about that? The fireplace. Maybe we can try talking to Oldbag again? No, we already talked to her. Oh wait, the shirt! Maybe the shirt belongs to her. We need to find out whose shirt it is. If you can please take a look at this brown colored undershirt. Oh, Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why'd you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like. Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at this crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing! Nothing I know! What? Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect? You're too cruel, Edgy Poo. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. Tabloid articles, missing, camera, missing, speaking of missing, husband, married, marrying, propose, whispered, deserve, marry me. Honestly, men these days. Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she was really drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours? Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me. And so the feeling of dread continues. But I suppose I should ask for more details. Okay. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo. Hold it. If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you and Miss Oldbag? No! You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves. Right, Edgy? So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you gonna stick up for me? Ah, about that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show. Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me? Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, ah, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, by Edgy Poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Alright, let's finally put those two pieces of logic together. The shirt and the chimney, the shared chimney. Beep, boop, 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 boop. The lady's undershirt that Missile found. Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There is an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. What in the... The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damask 2's killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace was nothing whatsoever to do with Damask 2's murder. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on! I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared. I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good! I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. My lie? I know that there's still something you're keeping from the rest of us. What's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world, and then kill myself! And throw everything into mass confusion! You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use! A man who is ready to die is strong-willed, you know. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Edgy. Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, the works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. And with that, let's go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.